Alright, welcome back to jorttt. It is the final match. This time we are crowning the winner of the first iteration of jorttt. We have Stoning Outlet on your left here, facing off against SAY GEX. The top two teams in qualifiers facing off in the grand finals. We have Over the Hedge, Mazionga, Mangmai, Dragon Max, Shamarin, Disney, Ender, and Loopy versus Makiman, Manju Chaplets, Sarah, K107, A40, Healthy, and Mean X. So yeah. Yeah, coming to this winners grand finals. Stoning Outlet do get to choose to pick first or pick second, and they're gonna for pick first, ban second, which means in essence SAY GEX won the role. Yeah, first ban should go to Makiman's team here, SAY GEX. We'll see what they do on a ban. They've been pretty strong on every map. They did play yesterday versus my home and they did win 7-2, but a lot of maps were pretty close. But I think they showed their strongest strengths on the more gimmick side of maps, say No Mod 5, No Mod 4. They just show a bit more weakness, especially on maps like DD3. So I could see like a DD ban coming in. So yeah, oh, HRDT ban. Interesting. Okay, so that's the OD12 map on tech. OD12 tech getting banned from the pool. So again, it's gonna ban HRDT, and we're gonna see a No Mod 5 ban from Stoning Outlet, which completely makes sense. So definitely extremely hard, maybe memorization-ish kind of map for these players, and yeah, seeing it get banned after that score from yesterday, I do believe it was like 3.6 mil plus, 3.7 maybe, from SAY GEX. Yeah, perfectly understandable from Stoning Outlet to go for that kind of ban, especially on with such an impressive team score. So yeah, Stoning Outlet gonna get first pick, and they will go straight for HR2. Alright, it's a map we didn't see yesterday, so Stoning Outlet, even though they do have information advantage, they will go for something that hasn't gone picked in the last match. Alright, Katakiri, Amen Katakiri generation. 250 BPM, but on 1.1 this makes this 272. We're getting started already on our fast SV HR map here. Mindra Eru gonna find a bunch of misses right at the very start. Dragon Max also finding misses, but K107 falling as well. It's just the start though. Champion finds another miss, K107 as well. A lot of players finding this. I believe that's 4 players gone on the side of Stoning Outlet. And then only 3 on the side of SAY GEX. But again, Egg reigns supreme here in the title world. Stoning Outlet grabbing a 10k lead as we head into our first DI here. Now the SV starts getting real quick. K17 and Shamrin both finding miss after miss. A40 as well. Long stream. Wanted catching off some of these players, but Ender and Sasara both holding strong in this DI. Stoning Outlet coming out slightly ahead though. 70,000 points now. As Ender finally finds a miss. Sasara as well. Finally dropping the FC, but it's misses the left, right and center for all these players. Stoning Outlet, however, comes out ahead in this bloodstained warfield. Unfortunately, K107 just seems to struggle a bit too much on the fast HR, and SAY GEX having a kind of 3 players only scenario. High 99 here for Sasara, by the way, 99.57. So I was 2 mid 98s for A40 and Mindra Eru. But yeah, just GB4 this map. It's a bit unlucky. I mean, not unlucky, but you know, Stoning Outlet have done their homework, they know what to pick. And looks like Teacher was the right choice here as we hit another stream. Maybe more of a 3.5 versus 3 scenario here. As you will see a 99 from both My and Sasara, hopefully. Barring any chain misses through this ending. A lot of misses from everywhere, and Stoning Outlet will grab a little bit more scoldy, but it's not really gonna matter. There we go, 150,000 points difference. Stoning Outlet nailing their first pick here. Despite no info, they know what to pick. It shows that they've done their homework, and they say to quite comfortable victory. As we move on to SAY GEX's next pick. Yeah, so SAY GEX's pick next. Again, you could see some gimmicky stuff getting picked. No mod 4 could happen. Oh, HD 3 could happen. That's another really good score that we saw from yesterday. Yeah, no mod 4 for this team, 3.85 million. and KG3 was 4.1 million. So yeah, both of them could be picked. I do see them getting picked here. Anything else? Yeah, I'm not sure if they really want to go for mechanics, so I feel like mechanics will maybe be a bit more scary pick for both of these teams. But you know, it kind of has to be picked eventually. Stuff like DT2, Nomot2. The bonus is that Stony Outlet do have the info, so if they are not picking Nomot2, DT2, maybe SAY GEX realize that, you know, they are actually maybe advantage on this map, and Stony Outlet are scared for some reason. Which in that case, you know, maybe they would pick it, but they're gonna go for it immediately. DT2 pick. So 4.3 million score from this the other day. The other day being yesterday. But it was actually picked by the My Home side instead of SAY GEX, so this time SAY GEX deciding to pick mechanics. Alright, DD2 getting picked. That's Lollybomb, Waribashi's explosion difficulty. It's a little bit dense, a lot of even note patterning in this map. So yeah, tough to act. This map is, considering the 6.3 plus DT. Combined with 290 BPM, or 293 BPM to be exact. Even note patterns throughout the map does make this extremely difficult. For some people, of course. For some players it just seems a bit too easy. We did see a bunch of misses on this map. The last time it was played. Yeah, Mazianga, Maimaing, Shamrin, Dragon Max. Coming up from Stony Outlet, SAY GEX's side, we have Healthy, Chaplet, Safsara, and Mind Your Arrow, which is the same competition as yesterday. Alright, a bit of mono there, and suddenly the act situation flips a little bit. SAY GEX now with the slightly 3,000 points. It is flickering. Oh, mono part gonna catch off Dragon Max and My Interior, but ooh, another miss from My Interior. But yeah, Stony Outlet's both Maimaing and Dragon Max both find misses. And SAY GEX coming out slightly ahead as we head into our second PI here. Safsara gonna find a miss. But there goes Shamrin as well. And SAY GEX with a pretty strong athlete right now. That's 50,000 points. Shepard holding 99.9. Healthy as well, 99.3. And the only FC on Stony Outlet just doesn't really have the egg. 98 from Mazyonga. And SAY GEX just running away with it. Let's head into the closing few seconds, the last few seconds, sorry, of the DT2 pick. Seems like SAY GEX will be securing this DT2. Yeah, Shepard with the 4100 FC. Just absolutely destroying everyone else in terms of accuracy. I mean, the next lowest 100 count is like Mayenjo Eru with a 1.07 score. I mean, that's an absolutely insane score. Not like it 100% mattered. I think the lead was pretty comfortable toward the end, as in the gap between the two teams was pretty big anyway. But yeah, definitely a very dominant performance from Shepard, of course. Stony Outlet next to pick. I'm not so sure what they would want to go for. I think DT1 could be a really weird toss-up pick, but I kind of doubt that anyone's gonna pick DT1 early. It's like one of those skill sets that's not common enough that people would want to pick it early on, especially in these first two picks, which are really early considering, which are really important considering that it's so early that the second ban isn't in place yet. You're going for no mod 6. So maybe a pick with the information for this one. This was played, and they did get 3.7 million. 3.7 million from the SAY GEX scam yesterday when this was played. Two absolutely insane scores from Shepard and K107 in 970k Remus and 960k FC respectively. But they did have A40 on this, getting 860k, struggling a little bit, and I think maybe this is a bit of a target pick. Maybe Stony Outlet have enough players to try and fight them on this no mod 6 here. So yeah, Morning Stagnant mapped by Irony and a little bit of me as well. It's mostly a 260 BPM dump map. A lot of weird snappings and weird patternings maybe. A lot of offhand shenanigans going on. Yeah, pretty hard map. It's like it is almost pushing 8 stars. Yeah, a lot of speed requirement in this one. And a bit more important, a bit less important than speed, in my opinion, would be the actual accuracy of the map. But yeah, a lot of these players already have the mechanics, so maybe it'll just come down to patterning and getting decent enough accuracy to win this pick. Again, since we are expecting misses from most of these players, the combo isn't really going to matter. It's really going to come down to accuracy. And maintaining the accuracy could be kind of hard on a map with as random snappings as this one. But here we go, no mod 6. Early miss, but yeah, let's hope that doesn't matter too much. Miss from Mindreru. So still 4 FCs versus 3 coming into this first Ki. You see not a miss from Mazionga, but it's a pretty clean one, and X still upheld. Decent X still upheld, I should say. Ooh. Alright, still for now 3 SCs 3. Slightly better egg help, but it's going outside. But that's a miss from Mazionga and Mai. And this time it's not clean. A lot of egg drop from both these players. 20,000 lead now opening up the SAY GEX side. On the other hand, are holding super strong. Second Ki done and still 3 FCs being held, all above 99%. Weird part, not gonna catch out anyone, and now it's time for a break. Stony Owlers see they are 30,000 points behind. And a random miss from Mazionga won't help. There is one last Ki though, and this one might be a little bit harder than the rest as Shepard finds a miss. Mazionga as well. As they head to a more speedy section of the map, I'd say. So you these doublets. But minus that one miss, no other mistakes from the SAY GEX side. As A40 finally finds a bunch of misses. 30k shrinks to 20k. But the map is coming to an end. And that's it. SAY GEX get a breakpoint on that Nomod 6. FCs for total players. Champion with 4 100s, 99.85. Dragon Max as well. K107 as well. Both finding FCs. But SAY GEX hold on to their X. And they grab this breakpoint. A little bit unfortunate for Stony Outlet. Especially during that mid section. I think a little bit too many misses found. And yeah, now we are back to SAY GEX for the next pick. An opportunity to end this first 4 picks with a 3-1 lead. Yeah, usually we see 2-2, but I think Sonic Outlet did go for kind of a risky pick, I would have said. Maybe the information that we got from the last match was a bit misleading, as this time A40 gets like what, 100k upscore or something ridiculous like that. But yeah, Stony Outlet shaken to their core. I thought that would be a fine pick, but you know, SAY GEX proved me wrong. And now it's their turn to maintain this lead. Yeah, taking quite long for the pick. I don't think the picks are quite so obvious in this one. They are gonna go for mechanics again. They went from TT2 speed into no more 2 speed. The only problem is that I think these two maps are kind of different enough. They did get 2 FCs last time they played this in Shepard and K107. but it was healthy on this that struggled a decent amount. And the question is whether Stony Outlet have, 4 players on this map. I mean, they definitely do. So it really might come down to execution during the match itself. I mean, I don't doubt that these players can find FCs in their solo play, but yeah, of course, it all comes down to the match. I was really seeing the SAY GEX side have pulled out the same roster as yesterday. K17, Chaplet, Hati, and Measure Eru. Putting on the side, Miss Younger, Dragon Max, my mind for all the speed maps. So should probably see seeing Shamrin coming soon. There we go. Yeah, a little bit high OD on this one as well. Yeah, I say SAY GEX favor on this one. I wouldn't think it's impossible for Stony Outlet to win this one. Again, act requirement could be a little bit tough, especially for Stony Outlet. You see SAY GEX starting off with a slight lead, 5,000 points. Of course, no misses found yet. Finishes are gonna be a bit rough. It looks like Stony Outlet do come out slightly ahead. There's a little bit of finishes, but again, the score flickering now. Yeah, finishes may be a problem for SAY GEX, and as I say that, my Jero does find a miss. Another one, and now Stony Outlet 13,000 points ahead. But seems like their score lead might be dropping a little bit. I say that as it starts to skyrocket. K17 with a bunch of misses. And it's one of the high plays from SAY GEX, dropping a lot. It's just Shepard holding on with Healthy as the supporting score. Meanwhile, Stony Outlet is still 4-way FCing this No More 2. Oh, and there's another score gone. Healthy dropping the FC. It's just Shepard holding on right now. But oh my, I think Stony Outlet might have grown a bit too big of a lead, barring any weird misses. Weird tech part isn't gonna catch off a single player on the Stony Outlet side. K17 finds a miss, but this lead is incredible. 50,000 on a consistency map such as this one. It's gonna be tough to overcome. Weird pattern not catching off a single player. 4-way FC still being held on for Stony Outlet as we head into the final chorus. A little bit of calm before the storm. But SAY GEX are praying for torrential downpour on the Stony Outlet side. Mind you, it finds a miss. And that's just gonna help this score lead on the Stony Outlet side. Last bit of streams. And I mean, that's 4 S ranks coming out from Stony Outlet. absolutely undefeatable score, I'd say. And they managed to pull things back. It's now 2-2. 2 breakpoints in a row, and Stony Outlet just absolutely fry SAY GEX on their own pick. Second round of bans now. We'll see if anything is gonna change. Game plan of the team should still be same though. Maybe SAY GEX do have to respect Stony Outlet a bit more on these mechanics picks, however. I mean, to be fair, there aren't that many mechanics picks left. Besides maybe HD3. And of course EZTT. Both, I mean, HD3 I guess would be the only one that plays really similar to the last two SAY GEX picks. EZTT is a little bit different, and actually they'll go for the EZTT ban. And that's another map that we won't be seeing this grand final. Stony Outlet's turn. And is what do we want to ban? Oh, SB gone. Alright. So yeah, SAY GEX had the chance to pick the SB. So yeah, SAY GEX definitely showed that they could play SB, and Stony Outlet showed last week that they could play SB, and I think that drew SAY GEX a bit off, and they didn't decide to pick the SB. They decided to leave it out. They did think that maybe if both teams practice, one of them would have to pick it eventually, but instead Stony Outlet are gonna ban it since looks like they didn't quite practice. Or you know, maybe they focused all their effort to Nomad 4 to bait SAY GEX into picking it. You know, just saying. Could've. There's Stony Outlet next to pick. After we for HR2 and Nomad 6. In terms of other maps that were played, there is HR1 was played, HD1 was played, HD3 was played, yeah. DT3 was played, so they do have information on those, but I don't think any of them might be particularly enticing. Maybe DT3 has a chance, but yeah, I don't think it makes sense to pick Freebox NF so early. I don't think it makes sense to pick HE Jor. So I think the pick has to be Nomad 1? Maybe? Nomad 1 is kind of dependent on your own score though, and less of whether your opponent can play it, I feel. You're gonna have HG too, okay, sure. So that's dense, slow HD.
Welcome back to trash.
Alright, 21 pilots overcompensate. Yeah. HD2. We have some really slow SV and weird snappings as well. I think the egg is gonna matter quite a bit in this pick. Yeah, a lot of counting perhaps required in terms of looking at the notes, seeing if there's 6 of them, or 7 of them. There's some 1/6 in this map, there's some 1/5 in this map, so yeah, that's what I mean by counting. You've got 6-note bursts, 7-note bursts.
Welcome back to trance.
Yes, the easy part. Just basic 240 BPM map. Just the beginning, it's pretty chill. But here we go. Let's get started with the slow and dense patterns. So you immediately see Healthy and Dragon Max getting caught off. By the 2+4 patterns. My mind also finds a bunch of misses, and now SAY GEX will hold the lead on this HD2. And Luby as well, finding misses. Yeah, Stony Outlet maybe not having the best time this map, as we see My and Dragon Max both finding misses. Mayan Jeru also finding some, but still with a great score. Mayan Jeru, 500,000 points reached. Still holding 99% despite all those misses. See even more misses from the Stony Outlet side. More misses from Healthy and Mayan and A40 finally breaking the FC. But right now, K8107, 99.4% still holding on to this FC. Score absolutely huge right now, as a 100k lead has already opened up. About a fifth of the map left to go, and this does kind of feel impossible for Stony Outlet. And we might be seeing the third breakpoint in a row. Unfortunately, a little bit just not comfortable enough in the map, perhaps. Maybe they're going for a little bit of a targeted pick, but they've missed their mark, and the arrow goes flying way off target. 200,000 score now opening up, and that is an FC from K8107 on Overcompensate HD 15100s. I mean, that's just unreasonable. And yeah, a little bit of a mispick for Stony Outlet perhaps. SAY GEX with a really impressive team score and a really impressive individual score as well from K8107. And now SAY GEX to pick. Maybe this time they can secure the 2-point lead. Yeah, no one quite able to win their own map for the last 3 maps. The last 3 picks, sorry. As we see a DZ3 pick coming really quick. Okay, maybe another kind of targeted pick perhaps. Because this map does get a little bit this map is a little bit techy. It has a little bit of 230 BPM speed. So in terms of like target picking, maybe they want to target the accuracy of Stoning Outlet, like we saw in that DD2. I think Egg played a little bit, played a decent role in helping SAY GEX win the point. So yeah, DT Egg always extremely tough, and on a map like this with a bunch of different snappings, it does get exponentially harder. Alright, DT3, the musky thrust. You're gonna see the same kind of speed lineup from Stoning Outlet. That would be Mazionga, Mai, Shamarin, and Dragon Max. It's like the 4th time we've seen this roster appear. Meanwhile, we have K107, Sheplet, Sasara, Mayunjo, Eru. Alright, right off the bat, Stoning Outlet with a slight lead. This time it's Mayunjo, Eru dropping a little bit of accuracy at that intro. And Stoning Outlet, 10,000 points a hit. Effectively 0. 1/8 there. Of course, not a problem to any of these players. As you see, actually the lead growing slightly for Stoning Outlet off of accuracy. I say that as it starts shrinking back to 5,000 points. I think Mazionga dropped a few 100s. Actually, he's gonna flip over a few more hundreds. Now SAY GEX with the slight lead. Again, no misses for any of these players just yet. Any miss might be absolutely huge as we see Mindra, Eru, and Dragon Max treat each other. We are back to neck and neck as Mazionga finds the next miss. And now SAY GEX slightly. There's really not much map left, maybe a few more seconds, but Sasara does find a miss. And it starts to go over, perhaps, as both players find misses. Sasara and Mindra Eru, but Mazionga finds the miss as well. There's a little bit of outro, but I don't think anything's gonna change. Stoning Outlet grabbing the lead right at the very last second. I think we're tied up. 3-3. As we reach the 4th straight breakpoint in a row. FCs for Mai, Shamarin, K107, and Sheplet. But Stoning Outlet just barely grabbed this breakpoint. Oh my. Right at the very end, SAY GEX fumbled just a slight bit, and yeah, Nanahida is right. That's Sheplet's like top in lobby for like the 4th time, I wanna say. Maybe 3rd. Yeah, 3rd straight top score for Sheplet. 13 100s on the map. Closely matched by Mai at 16. But yeah, 15,000 points. That's like what, like 5 100ths difference maybe? I'm trying to check. Okay, maybe like 15 100ths difference. Ooh, we are gonna see another unseen map so far. So yeah, tech map getting picked here, no mod 3. Alright, second Miyagishima map getting picked here. One of 75 BPM tech map. Maybe one of the hardest maps in the pool, maybe, according to someone, but you'll see. I believe Stony Outlet are gonna run the same lineup, which is Mazanga, My Mind, Jagmax, and Shamarin, if I'm not wrong. And SAY GEX running A40k also Shepherd and Mind Arrow. So I believe both teams gonna run the same comp as No Mod 6, which was kind of techy. Well, I guess it is techy, speed tech to be exact. And this time, Tempest, map from Miyagishima, another tech map. Both teams gonna run the same people. Stony Outlet looking to break the streak and finally win their own pick. SAY GEX looking to continue it here. They head into No Mod 3. Alright, Ninjaru is struggling a little bit in this front part. As we see Stoning Outlet still going really well for them, as we see Nazyonga finding some misses. But it's relatively clean compared to Ninjaru, who finds even more misses. Now 30,000 points each opening up. See, maybe Banjo a little bit struggling. Which of those misses are real? Oh, I think those are definitely real misses from Shepherd and Dragomax, however. As we see the live fade from their combo's eyes. More misses from Dragomax and Shepherd, but I think Stony Outlet still holding a really strong lead, as My Man and Shamrin both holding on to the FC. I mean, My Man is holding on to SS, and I am actively trying to curse because this is unbelievable. And maybe I've cursed him too hard. There's a lot of misses being dropped. 30,000 lead now seems come back, but Nazyonga finds another miss. 30,000 dropping to 10,000, more act being dropped. As SAY GEX are holding on to strong combos. And they're gonna pull it back. Shamrin finds a miss. That's an FC gone. I think that's the map over. 7,000 points difference yet again. Ending gonna benefit SAY GEX a little bit more because of the combo difference, and I believe that's it. One last spinner. Just kidding, one more spinner. I mean, that's another impressive FC from SAY GEX. 8107. An absolutely locked in score to carry Stoning Outlet. 15,100s. 10,000 points difference. And the 5th breakpoint in a row. Yeah, I mean, Stoning Outlet maybe just found the wrong misses at the wrong time, perhaps, and another super winnable pick that just goes the opponent's way. And now, I've said this for the 3rd time, SAY GEX, they just need to pick something and win it to secure that 2-point lead, but it just seems so impossible. But it is gonna be no mod 4, and if what Stoning Outlet says are true, and this might be SAY GEX's best chance. Yeah, looking for that 5-3. Unless Stoning Outlet have secretly put in infinite practice on this. Surely SAY GEX have this in the bag, right? Alright, Stoning Outlet. See if they've practiced this, but yeah, potential gimmick map. Tons of gimmicks thrown at you. Stuff like bar lines, yellow notes, repeating with inverse. Already saw SAY GEX play this yesterday with an pretty insane team score. A bit of a BPM slowdown. Everyone's gonna drop a little bit of accuracy. At least some of these players are gonna drop a little bit of accuracy. As you do see Stoning Outlet pick up a little bit of a lead, but Shamrin and Overhitch and Jackamex all finding misses and miming as well. And yup, SAY GEX get to run away with this one. Another a free pick for them, essentially. not much else to say here. SAY GEX all still holding on FC after that. K107, Monkeyman, Minex all holding on to FCs. They're supposed to have missed by now, but K107, Monkeyman, Minex all still holding on. There's one stream facing them. Between them and this three-way FC. Are they really gonna pull this off? Oh, I never should have doubted. That's a three-way no mod 4 FC for SAY GEX. And finally, SAY GEX gets a... I mean, they finally win a point, win their own pick, sorry. Three-way FC, a little bit overkill, I do think. But yeah. I had to come eventually, no mod 4 pick. But yeah, now Stony Outlet to pick. And now, even more important to win your own pick here, they haven't picked anything that SAY GEX played. Alright, let's see. I think Stony Outlet have started to gamble picks, maybe? No mod 1? No mod 1 is always there. And I feel like Stony Outlet might have to pull the trigger now. Either that or few more sudden death. Or DT1. Oh, okay. I mean, no mod 1. It has to be picked eventually from Stony Outlet, I feel, and they're finally gonna pull the trigger. So yeah, pure toxic streams, data rame map, more or less. Alright, now specification Kimi no Tonari de. If you farm PP in the last century, you probably know this song. This map is completely different, however. Toxic streams, 5-4, 3-1 type patterns everywhere. Pure counting map, some would say. Bit of an early miss from Dragon Max, again not gonna matter. Map has a pretty high note count. See some misses already from this early offhand patterns. Major Arrow and Dragon Max. Alright, early misses from Stony Outlet. My and overhead, gonna break the FCs. Yes, I see A40 and Minax both finding misses. And Shamrin also gonna break the FC. You see relatively clean breaks from the Stony Outlet side, so no real terrible stuff happening. But that's a lot of misses from Botch, but Mayanjo, Eru and A40 both trading. And oh, a chain miss from Minax, A40 as well, and this lead has shrunk, now only 8,000 points. A bit of slow SV, no problem, especially compared to our number 5. So another miss from A40 and finally we're gonna see a lead flip over to Stony Outlet side. As all 4 players now holding decent combo. Alright, and here we go, start the streams. Some misses from A40, some misses from my Injuru. Dragon Max and Shaman, however, finally misses. K17 also gonna finally break the FC. And more misses from Shaman. Overhitch also finally misses. It's only Mama holding through the stream section. Minax as well. And now it's SAY GEX slightly ahead as Minax finally finds some misses. Dragon Max also right at the end there. And now SAY GEX with a 30,000 point lead. But if any chain miss, it's gonna disappear. We saw more misses from Ranger Eru. Bot and Dragon Max, however, will comply in trading. $40,000 points. A map like this, a lot of combo in this map, however, so it's hard to shift this lead as Botch finds more misses. 40,000 to 50,000 as A40 is gonna find another chain miss. Helps bring the lead back down another 10,000 points. 40,000 points to go. Minax with another chain miss. Mayanjo Eru as well, and combined 40,000 times to 30,000. And Botch gonna find Blush misses. Minax gonna trade as well. I was questioning whether these players can find a footing. Mayanjo Eru both finding misses, but we are reaching the end of the map quickly. Just a few more streams to go. And another 15,000 point lead. It is shrinking though. These 3 players, Maimai, Shaman, and Dragon Max, all have decent combo. Another miss from Mayanjo Eru. Could turn things around, but looking in the last few seconds of the map, A40 finds another miss. 3,000 points. It's gonna come down to the very end, but they're pulling it back. 1,000 points, 3 digits. Slow SV, they're gonna just about pull it over. It comes down to the slow SV. It's the most intense section of life. Last few monos. And they do it! How do they do this? 4,000 points! On no mod 1, they just about pull it over. I can't believe it. I actually cannot believe it. It's those huge combos at the very end, held by those 3 Stony Outlet players. And he slowly but surely pulled it back. One note at a time. They managed to do it. They win their own pick. They avoid disaster.
多分島村と少し仲良くなりたいということの表れで、だからそういうあれでは決してない。キスも大した意味は。こんなにも見事な逃げ足を披露されたのは初めてだ。足立は何か言おうとして喉に詰まっている感じだった。足立の言いづらそうなこと、それは。
Alright. Missile Punch mission. So yeah, it's gonna go for HD3. A map that they look pretty dominant on, but were slightly afraid to pick, it seems. Alright, mission. This is a STVX song, I want to say. 275 BPM HD. Really truly speed HD this time. More than 1/3 streams, 1/4 streams, and of course, occasional 1/6, especially in that middle section. There's a slight ending diff spike as well. Alright, Stoning Outlet looking to grab this big point and equalize the scoreline. Alright, SAY GEX almost holding a 4-way SS until this break here. Little early miss from Ender. Not gonna mean that much as we see Mindro also finding a miss when we hit into the 1-6 section. See, no misses from anyone. I say that just as Healthy finds a miss, long stream not catching off a single player. The act is slightly better on the SAY GEX side, but now Stoning Outlet have a slight combo advantage. 6,000 points is slowly dwindling down. Again, no misses found by anyone, as Stoning Outlet have managed to put his lead slightly, just slightly over to their side. As we're reaching the last quarter of the map, a little bit of egg drop, however. This lead is literally so close, neck and neck. Might come down to the ending. Little bit more quote-unquote calm section. 1/4 here. Say the 1/3 stream, and the finds a chain misfarming as well. And that might be it. Last stream here. As SAY GEX gonna grab their own point. I believe that is 3 FCs from the SAY GEX side, 1/100 from K107. I mean, that's a locked-in score if I've ever seen one. 1/100 on HD3. Fully deserved to win, I guess. You see A40, 4100s, Mindro, 1100s as well. Champion with 8, Dragon Max with 15. Yeah, Stoning Outlet not able to grab that break point. But TP still not completely out of the question here. As we do see DT1 getting picked. Momone, don't say you quit the art course. So yeah. They're looking at a really short map here. I believe this is like 1 minute plus. Like 1 minute 20, 1 minute 10 seconds. Yeah, this map is over in a flash. And with such low miss count, such low note count, misses can end up mattering quite a lot more. So I do think on a map such as this, the act is also going to be quite important. A lot of monos in this map actually. Yeah, so now they're gonna run comp. That's my Jungle, my Mining, Shamarin, and Dragon Max. Second on rank here, 107, A40, my J-Ro, and Sheplet. And on this DT map, Sheplet has kind of been a beast. Now add in SV to the mix and we'll see. Yeah, 252 ppm, quite strong SV, some weird rhythms as well in this. 1-6 monos, a few of them. Mono catching out Dragon Max into the SV section. On 6 mono, not catching off a single player, no misses found. Holding all 16,000 points ahead despite the one miss. Off of accuracy. Okay, 107. 96%. You know, everyone is holding decent accuracy. Of course, SAY GEX as Sheplet currently carrying 99.5. Mazianga finds another miss. DK gonna catch off my Angel Eru. But SAY GEX still holding on to the lead, and the map is basically over at this point. Another miss from Mazianga. I do believe that has to be it. I think SAY GEX would have found their 7th point here on DT1. Oh. It's close, but not enough map for Stony Outlet to perhaps bring it back. And SAY GEX will end this on a breakpoint no less. 7-4. GG, well played. As your winners for Jort is SAY GEX. Yeah, close map, 2 FCs versus 3. Unfortunately, a little bit too much missteps from the Stony Outlet side, and SAY GEX on this breakpoint managed to close it out. But yeah, no bracket reset. That's just the rules of the tournament. You know, playing this game for 3 hours is maybe kind of torture. But yeah, congrats to SAY GEX for finally for managing to win, despite dropping to losers bracket super early on, making it all the way to grand finals and winning this final match as well. Yeah. Final words. Yeah, I mean, thanks to all 100 odd of you for playing. Custom mappers. Thanks for all of you for complying with my pretty weird rules. Players as well, thanks for having to deal with the weird ass hard rules. But yeah, refs, thanks to all the refs. And sorry for pinging you like 15 minutes before every match. Commentators, I got Botch and Yongin who carried pretty much the whole tournament. And playtesters as well, thanks for shout out to Fong for playing like every pool. Peaceful and Hida also for the replays. And yeah, next Jort, maybe sometime in the future, I don't know. Yeah, no badge, but you know, maybe we have medals on the way. That will have to be discussed with my sponsor perhaps. Or you'll see. And yeah, this is GT signing off. See you guys next one. Goodbye.